So Jeanette, what are you doing?
Okay, we'll cut that part out.
No, it's live, man. It's in. So
you stink. We're gonna fuse this 22 karat bezel together. I've kind of squished it down a little bit so we have a more compact form and it controls the heat better. I'm using a kiln in this case. This bezel is sort of starting to get big enough that it could use a little additional heat from the kiln to fuse instead of just doing it by itself with a torch. So I'm gonna pop it in there like so. I'm gonna spark up my torch.
what tip is that?
That's a 0 tip. That's usually what I use for fusing most bezels because it's a good, like, hot enough, not too hot.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use the lid to cast a shadow. And I'm gonna hold my flame straight up and down and heat the whole thing until that seam glows a nice bright orange at me. Because that's what tells me, you see that? That's what tells me it's hot enough to begin fusing. To fuse, I'm using my feather tip. You see how I'm like tickling it? Because 22 karat gold, it's not gonna flow in like fine silver will. It'll more fill in like solder. You see that? It gets a little dark. You see a little flow. I usually do it a couple times to make sure it's really, done properly. See what I mean? And as long as I'm controlled and I don't go too far, I can do it multiple times. You see that now when I heat it, it doesn't get bright anymore like it did before. So that tells me it should be done. So take it out, we'll pickle it, reshape it a little bit, clean up the seam, etc., etc. Go on with our lives.
Ta-da.